Good morning everybody and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. club. Today I come to you from a very cold, wet and miserable Ruby Point, which is on Stockton Beach. Stockton Beach is a magnificent beach up here at Port Stephens, which extends for 34 kilometres from Anna Bay all the way through to Newcastle. So if you walk all the way down that beach there, where is it? Here we go. If you walk all the way down that beach, you'll end up in Newcastle. It's a very picturesque part of Australia. On the left hand side you've got the ocean, and on the right hand side you've got these natural sand dunes which just extend for kilometres and kilometres. Just absolutely beautiful. And about halfway along is a place called Tin City, where some scenes from Mad Max were filmed. It's an old fishing village which is quite unique and quite picturesque, and a place which is very worth the visit. Anyway, today I want to have a chat to you about a book that I read many years ago, The Alchemist, by that famous author Paul Coelho. And that simple, very simple book, simple novel, has a few beautiful themes which run through it, which are wonderful life lessons that I'd like to share with you today, if I may. As there's nothing much more that I'll be doing other than sitting in the car and going back to the apartment and just chilling out. But the book is a story about a shepherd boy who was tending his flock, and the opening pages of the book, the boy taking his flock into a churchyard and taking him in there for protection overnight. And he's lying down looking up at the stars and just wondering where his life is going to take him. And his big dream is to discover a magnificent treasure that is said to have been buried somewhere, but it's up to him to go and find it. So he's lying there looking up at the stars, looking up at the sky and just wondering, with his sheep around him keeping him warm. And the story then progresses. He leaves, takes the sheep with him and goes on his journey, and along the way he needs to sell some sheep, and he needs to get some food and to live. And eventually he goes to a city and he finds a job with a merchant in that city, selling glassware. And the merchant is forever talking about going to Mecca, I think it is, Mecca, to do the Hajj, to do that walk that they do. It's a pilgrimage that Muslims have, and they all try at some point in their life to go and do this wonderful pilgrimage, which is part of their faith and part of their life's mission. So the boy's working with the merchant, and every year the merchant is looking forward to going on this pilgrimage, and telling the boy that I'll disappear for a couple of weeks and you'll be looking after the business, and then I'll come back and we'll just continue working and all of that sort of thing. Anyway, the way the story goes is that every year something happens, and the Muslim merchant is unable to go on his pilgrimage. It happens one year, then it happens another year, and there's a certain pattern which follows, and the shepherd boy is quite puzzled. And one day, when the merchant is ready to go on his once-in-a-lifetime pilgrimage, something happens again, And the merchant boy says to the merchant, "But why? Why aren't you going? I can stay here. Don't worry. Everything will be fine." And the merchant once again is reluctant, saying, "No, I can't go because of this and this reason." And the shepherd boy says, "Look, go. Don't worry. I'll look after it." And the merchant says, "No, I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay." And then the merchant fesses up to the shepherd boy, and this is a very, very profound thing. And he says, "Shepherd boy, I'm 60 years of age and I've still got 10 or 20 years of my life to go. If I go and do my pilgrimage and fulfill the lifetime dream and ambition that I have, I will have nothing further to look forward to." Which hit me like a ton of bricks, because the message from this book, the message from this story is that you need to have open dreams. You need to have unfulfilled dreams in your life that you continue to chase throughout your life. For once you achieve those dreams are no longer dreams, and you're left empty and heartbroken because you've got nothing further to look forward to. The message to parents, to all of us, is to leave some dreams open, to not fulfill all of our dreams, regardless of how much money we have, regardless of how successful we have. We need to live a humble life and not fulfill every dream. Likewise, for our children, we mustn't steal their future by giving them everything, by buying them houses, by buying them cars, by sending them on holidays and buying them all the jewellery and gifts to make them so-called happy. Because happiness doesn't come with having other people live and fulfill your dreams. Happiness comes from you living your own life, dealing with your own challenges, and achieving your own dreams at some point in your life. A lot of parents try and take over their children's lives. They babysit their kids, they send them on holidays, they buy them houses, they buy them cars, they buy them everything, every luxury, and then they wonder why their children are lonely, sad, unfulfilled, because they haven't lived their life. So from this wonderful book, Paul Coelho metaphorically shows us the importance of living your life, and that your journey is more important than the destination. You need to go through the ups and downs of life. You need to chase your treasure. You need to have something that wakes you up early and keeps you up late at night. And by other people making your life comfortable and easy, it's not going to give you that fulfillment. So the book ends in a very, very dramatic twist. The boy eventually finds where the treasure is kept, and he follows the map, he follows the instructions that he's been given by various people, and he starts to dig and dig and dig, and lo and behold, the treasure is revealed. After many, many years of his journey, he reveals where the treasure is, and guess where that treasure is? The treasure is found in that very, very first place where the book starts, in the churchyard where he was with his sheep, looking up at the stars and wondering where his life is going to be. That's where the treasure was. So once again, the message for all of us is we have all that we have where we are. All the treasury, all the things that we need are in our hands. But we need to go searching. All of us need to go searching because all of our lives are different, all of our lives are unique, and we need to go and on our own journey and search for what is needed, and eventually we'll find that the treasury was there where we first were. But at the end of the day, the treasure is of no use because the experience of our lives is what matters most. To go on that journey, to meet people, to connect with people, and to live our lives. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. It's starting to brighten up here. Hopefully the rain will stop. But let's continue to remember that we are well, we are alive, and we feel great. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock. Take care and all the best from a wet and miserable Nelson Bay, but it's all part of my journey. You live your journey and enjoy your lives. Take care. Bye.